Kerala's Christian heritage, a spiritual journey. Kerala, often called God's own country, is a land of timeless traditions, serene landscapes, and a rich spiritual tapestry. Among its treasures is a Christian heritage that stretches back nearly 2,000 years. This story is not just of churches and rituals, but of a faith that took root on Indian soil and continues to flourish today. Ancient roots: St. Thomas and the spice route. The story begins with a remarkable tradition, the arrival of the Apostle Thomas in 52 AD. According to ancient accounts, Thomas, one of the 12 disciples of Jesus, journeyed across the seas from the Middle East to the Malabar coast, landing at the bustling port of Muziris. He preached the gospel, baptized converts, and established the first Christian communities in India. For the faithful, this was more than history. It was the beginning of a spiritual heritage that continues unbroken for nearly 2 millennia. Kerala's role in the global spice trade made it a natural gateway for this encounter. Its black pepper, cardamom, and cinnamon attracted merchants from Rome, Egypt, Arabia, and beyond. Ships carried not only spices, but also ideas, languages, and faiths. In this vibrant crossroads of cultures, Christianity found fertile soil. The same roots that spread spices across the world also carried the message of Christ deep into the heart of Kerala's society. The earliest Christian communities that emerged in Kerala reflected a unique blending of Eastern Christian traditions with local customs. They preserved Syriac liturgies brought from the Middle East, while also adopting Indian cultural expressions in their daily lives. Over time, these communities became known as the St. Thomas Christians, a people whose faith bore both a universal and a distinctly Keralite identity. Their story is one of adaptation and resilience, a testimony to how Christianity could take root in new soil while remaining connected to its apostolic origins. Cultural fusion: Syrian Christian identity. Over the centuries, Kerala's Christians grew in character and identity through their ties with the Eastern Church. Syriac became the sacred tongue of worship, shaping prayers, hymns, and scripture readings. Even today, echoes of ancient Syriac chants can still be heard in solemn liturgies, a living reminder of Christianity's Eastern roots. Church buildings reflected this heritage as well, combining West Asian influences with Kerala's native architecture. Wooden gabled roofs, stone crosses, and oil lamps stood alongside altar designs and spatial layouts that echoed Syriac traditions. Beyond worship, Syrian Christians developed a rich set of customs and social practices that marked their identity. Family life was deeply valued, with traditions of honoring ancestors and maintaining strong kinship ties. Weddings blended Christian sacrament with local culture, processions with oil lamps, ceremonial songs, and festive gatherings. Traditional dances like Margam Kali retold biblical stories, while community feasts highlighted Kerala's culinary richness. In every aspect of life, their faith and their culture walked hand in hand. Sacred sites across Kerala bear witness to this cultural fusion. Ancient churches such as St. Mary's at Niranam, St. George's at Idapali, and the historic Kuninkurashu cross at Mattancherry stand as enduring monuments. These churches preserve Syriac inscriptions, antique relics, and age-old murals that tell stories of a community deeply rooted in both Eastern Christianity and Kerala's soil. The Syrian Christian identity is not only a religious legacy, but also a cultural bridge linking East and West, past and present, faith and tradition. Modern expressions: faith in the 21st century. In the 21st century, Kerala's Christian community continues to carry forward the legacy of faith, not as a relic of the past, but as a living, evolving expression. Among the youth especially, there is a conscious effort to preserve the traditions of their ancestors, while adapting them to a rapidly changing world. In colleges, prayer fellowships and gospel music bands bring ancient faith into contemporary rhythms. On social media, young voices share testimonies, organize online prayer chains, and build communities of encouragement. The faith that once traveled across oceans now flows through digital streams, uniting a new generation in the same spirit of devotion. This modern witness is not confined to personal spirituality alone. Christian organizations across Kerala continue to shape society through compassionate service. Hospitals run by Christian missions remain centers of healing for the poor and marginalized. Schools, colleges, and universities under church leadership offer education that blends excellence with values, nurturing generations of students beyond religious lines. Charitable initiatives feeding the hungry, supporting widows, educating orphans carry forward the biblical call to love one's neighbor in tangible ways. The role of Kerala's Christians in the state's economy and education is profound. Many of the state's premier schools and higher education institutions were founded by Christian missions, producing leaders, professionals, and thinkers who have shaped Kerala's progress. In the global economy, countless members of the community contribute as part of Kerala's diaspora, sending back not only remittances but also fresh ideas and innovations. Within Kerala itself, Christian entrepreneurs, teachers, and healthcare workers continue to strengthen the social fabric, balancing tradition with modern aspirations. Thus, in today's Kerala, Christianity is neither hidden nor outdated, it is vibrant, dynamic, and forward-looking. The community stands as a bridge between ancient roots and modern realities, preserving the timeless essence of their faith while finding fresh ways to express it in classrooms, hospitals, workplaces, and digital spaces. Legacy and future, a timeless faith. The Christian story in Kerala is not simply a chapter in history, it is a living legacy. For nearly 2 millennia, this land has witnessed prayers whispered in Syriac, hymns sung in Malayalam, and faith expressed through countless acts of love and service. From the humble arrival of Saint Thomas the Apostle to the flourishing of vibrant communities today, Kerala's Christian heritage has shaped not only the spiritual landscape of the state, but also left a lasting imprint on the global church. Its diaspora has carried this faith to every corner of the world, building parishes, schools, and missions that echo the story of their ancestors. Yet, as with every community, new decades bring new challenges. Secularization, migration, and the pace of modern life test the depth of faith. Youth are caught between the pull of global culture and the desire to remain rooted in tradition. The community faces questions of unity, identity, and how to keep its distinct voice alive in a rapidly changing society. But within these challenges lie opportunities to rediscover the heart of the gospel, to strengthen bonds across denominations, and to witness through service in ways that resonate with the world today. The future of Kerala's Christian community is not a retreat into the past, nor a compromise with the present, but a faithful journey forward. It is a call to live out their heritage with creativity, courage, and compassion, embracing modern tools while keeping the timeless message of Christ alive. The same faith that once crossed oceans will continue to inspire new generations to cross barriers of culture, language, and distance. Kerala's Christian heritage, then, is not an ancient relic, but a timeless flame. It burns with the memory of apostles, the prayers of saints, and the hopes of today's believers. And as it shines into the future, it carries with it a message of hope that faith, when deeply rooted, can flourish in every age, in every culture, and in every heart that seeks the light.